Okay, I'm seeing that backyard there. And I'm seeing the fire pit. Seeing about them cooking her leg. See, it could have just been that her trying to get them to talk about the fire pit, or me to talk about the fire pit, or it could have really happened. I don't know. It's hard to think that it would happen, but there's satanic stuff going on this one. I've never seen anything like this. So it's the most craziest thing I've ever seen. But she has me standing there in that yard now, and I see that barn thing. And I have energy feeling. She's showing me, it feels like that. It could be the one where she got killed, or it could be that one, or that could be one and the same. I don't know, but it's that type of place. And then there's something hanging on the wall that's about where you do trapping. It's one of these animal traps. And there's something that looks kind of like a sickle. It's real, okay. Could be like a hook. Could be a tool that's kind of shaped like a large hook, or, I don't know. And I really honestly not so sure. I would want to see that, but I said I would see whatever they need me to see, so whatever. Okay, so I'm seeing clawing at something. So what I want to do is, this is what I want to just call on the light before I get further. I want to take a little break and connect with my higher spirits, and I'm asking for all those that work in to facilitate communication with me now, are all around me, the guides, the council of elders. I'm asking for the angels of light to surround me. I'm asking those that work for the light, that assist in facilitating communication, to please step forward. And please make sure that all communication is of the light, of the highest good, and of the ones that my gatekeepers do want to come in. Yeah, they're still showing me that barn. So there's something they just want to say about it, then I'll try to figure out what they want to say. They're showing me, it's like got a handle. It's almost like if you imagine a corkscrew, the cheap kind of corkscrew where it's got the handle and then the one thing down. So if you imagine that bigger, where the wood would be like about for your palm to hold, and then one hook that comes down, not a spiral, just one hook. There's something about that. I'm asking all the light beings that work with me with mediumship to be able to come forward and fill me with a circle where I can feel the other world, the spirit world, your world. And that Tylee and Charles are here with me, and Tammy, and Joe Ryan, and of course Alex Oz. Alex doesn't get to come ever. Oh, what about JJ? And Nicole, my daughter, and Zena. JJ seems a little shy or something. I don't know. It's not shy, but he's just like looks at me like, I guess it's a kind of wondering, like, who I am or whatever. Something. Probably seen me from this side. I wonder if I look blurry like they look blurry. I think Tylee is celebrating. Are you celebrating, Tylee? Not celebrating, but she is, though. So I just have 5 minutes until these people came, or until the reading starts. They're showing me again the sickle thing. It looks like a sickle would be, I think, a big thing. Okay, just figure I don't know what size it is. That's fine. Tylee, or anything. And are you kidding? People would love to hear happy things. They would love to hear trivial little happy teenage things. To hear that you're okay too. Besides, but if you're not, then don't pretend you are. So, like, whatever you want to say is you. 100% you. And also Charles, too. Oh, hi. Oh, okay, this is Donna. Yeah. So do you want to do the reading still? Um, so, like, I wasn't sure, like, it's not up to me what they say, and it's like, I'm sure it'll be a mix of good and bad and stuff, and I doubt they're gonna try to make me see anything too graphic. But they did direct me to, it's probably that shed by his house, but a shed, and they just wanted me to note a certain two things hanging on the wall. One is a thing that you trap animals with, and then the other one is it looks kind of like a sickle thing. And they just wanted to direct me to that. While just before, like in the last 15 minutes and stuff, when I laid down here, it's like, even when I like said, oh, I'm just going to clear and pray and wipe that away, they put it right back. So that's something I'm supposed to say. And then, and then Charles, when I was meditating, was showing me that dog sled again. So there's something else related to the case that's still about that. And, okay, I think that was all they, and then, Tylee, jumping in the air, like, like when you jump and say hooray, like, well, I don't mean I don't know how to do it right, but she in a way she's celebrating. I shouldn't even say in a way because see, I think she feels very triumphant, like putting her hand up and like at this point right now, I know this was what she wanted already, but she's really like got some light around her and is just putting her fist up in the air and marching, and it's just she's can't really seem to stay still. She seems so celebratory, and I'm aware there's a time when all the other people are like in shock and grieving and stuff, but she's pretty freaking happy right now. She's still doing it right now. She's still doing it. It's funny. I'm just gonna watch her because she's still doing it. So there must be something more. So I'll just relax a minute and see what she's. Now this is so weird. I don't know. It's kind of blending for me about this lake thing. It's blending about the lake and that cow pond thing, but I'm sure they'll tell me. I'm gonna let that clear and see. Just I just she's still celebrating, and so far since she's come in today, like when I started praying and meditating and stuff like for an hour ago. But she seems very celebratory. I think this is good. But she's still doing it. The reason I keep repeating myself is she's just still doing it. There's something shaped like a crown. And it doesn't feel related to the crime at all that I can feel. But I don't know. It's like, it could be a dog bed or it could be something on a counter, but it just like feels like something kind of shaped like a crown in a way. She's referring to that big dog, I think, of JJ's. It's just Tylee just suddenly kind of got more serious. I think maybe she just feels a little more serious all of a sudden and a little more it keeps feeling like she's trying to open a door. It seems like a door. I don't know if would be like a door at a church. It could be a door at a church or school, but it's like it's not a home door. I don't think. Could be though. I don't know. It's like she's opening a door and putting her head out. I feel like heaven is in the background. I haven't seen that before with her in these readings. And I'm having a lot of chills on my legs now. So it's okay. So I'm seeing like all light. It'll be like a whole city of light, but it's not like a city, but it's just like a whole huge place of light behind her. If she just opened the door. And that is and it's beautiful white light behind her, and I think she's just trying to say something about love to people, but I can't hear her. That was pretty amazing to see, because all the readings so far has been dark, and not dark bad in any way, but just the background is just not like that what she just showed. And I also feel like she's saying thank you to people for caring. I'm seeing about the bodies. I was just trying to let this clear a little, make sure where she takes me. Oh, okay. So what she wants people to know is she's not there anymore. Where the bodies are and stuff. Or like in the hole, or where they saw her, or, when people imagine her, she's not the dead body anymore. Even away from the yard, wherever it is, she's not there anymore. She's in heaven, and I just have chills all over both of my legs about that. So that's good to know, and that's really important. And okay, let me just clear this a little bit. So Tylee, she's not wanting to wait for me to take my breath for a minute, just a minute. She's like already ready for the next thing. I'm like, no, just a minute. I feel like, so I'm in one of those condos of, that Lori and her brother and niece rented. I'm just there. I see the video clip that's in the media about I'm being shown that about that JJ running back and forth. I don't even really want to say this to you, but I'm just seeing him being strangled. And so maybe, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but maybe she's trying to say that's where it happened, but I'm not. There's a little bit of spirit energy with that. Not huge giant chills or anything. But there's spirit energy. I don't know why I feel like somebody's watching through a window, and I don't think those were upstairs units, but I feel like, so it could be somewhere else too. But I mean, it just feels like it's there, but it feels like somebody's watching through an upstairs window, like onto the courtyard or something. Okay. So I'm seeing Tylee again, and she's more, it's like really weird. It's like that scene's not all the way gone, but then I'm seeing Tylee. She's got some kind of headpiece on, but I'm thinking I saw that on your profile or in a photo. Well, that's why I'm questioning why it's in my mind, because you always want to make sure it's not your imagination. So I think I saw that in a photo, and so I don't know. In the last 2 days, so I know I've seen a photo of that. So why am I seeing that? I'm not sure. And it's like we're still in front of the condo though. Yeah, and I got a slight chill about that, so I'm not sure what the connection is. I kind of feel Charles' energy a little bit, and that I think I want to turn to him a little, maybe clarify or something like that. But I'm not. I mean, they're both there. They're always there. Other than the first time, I've never seen them when they're not together. They're always together. Charles is really smart about figuring out. It's kind of like charades. They're not talk. They can't talk. They're showing images and stuff, and Charles is super good at figuring out how to do that. Yeah, about his watch. He showed me his watch. He showed me his watch before about a way of doing numbers. Oh yeah, okay, that was a number he showed me before. 2745. And and then I just get this mild, it's not no chill or anything, and it's like this barely mild, not that great of spirit wave. But he showed me again, even though the numbers for me are like just don't, right? But I'm just gonna say them every time I get them and try to figure that out. But he did it. That's what he did again. And he's showing me in a nice kitchen. I'm seeing, I have that fruit. I have that wrought iron fruit thing too. And I'm sure I've seen that in a picture. I'm sure I've seen the picture of this kitchen with all their family and all their photos and all that. The that kind of nice kind of countertop granite. Oh, granite. Okay. Granite. See, that's the granite is another word he got me to say before. So I'm not sure if that's what he's doing now. So the thing what they do also too, and they will say anything to get you to say the word that they need you to say. So he could have showed me all that kitchen and all that stuff just to get me to say granite. And I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm thinking right now. I know that's to do with the case because it's come up a bunch of times, I think, or a few times. I keep feeling that. Okay, so I feel like I'm going out the sliding door into the backyard, and then you see over the fence, and it, in a way, there might be some houses, but then it feels like there's a massive open clearing. I think Tylee's kind of pulling my attention again, and Tylee, um, she has a mixture. Like, I think she wanted to show at the beginning how how she felt, and then she has mixed feelings. Like, she's sad in a lot of ways about, being this situation. Um, or it's not melancholy. I'm trying to identify her feeling. You see, you could feel what they feel, or they could show you pictures, but you can't really talk. And so the feeling, it's a sadness of being separated from everybody and not being able to like live and be alive and stuff like that, and the laughter of being alive, and the fun when you're like connecting with people you love and stuff. So it's not like all the happy of this practically jumping in the air celebrating, but I think she also wanted to convey that as well. And it could have been she just wanted to convey it to me because we've been working really hard to try to help her, but or I've been trying hard to, but it's probably everyone in the world because there's a lot of people that care about her. So I think that does go for everyone. It's like a good. It's feeling like saying, I'm feeling like saying it's a good. The finding the bodies is like, it's a good thing. And then, but being separated from everybody is sad. But I'm seeing the upper part too, when she opened the door and stuck her head out because she was opening the door and opening the door of heaven to stick out her head to say hi. So, and that's the first time she's shown me that. So I just got chills all over. And so that's really something that's right on from her and what they want to convey, and that she is in a really beautiful, 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 beautiful place of golden light. And and of course JJ's always with her, and he doesn't say much to me, but he's always with her, and he goes with she's looking out for him. She's got her hand around his like head, or like he's leaning on her leg, and she's got her hand on his kind of shoulder to head, like she's looking out. He's got his arm around her leg. She's helping him, so she's with him, and but I'm seeing the place of the golden light behind her, like beautiful, absolutely. I feel like it's kind of a feeling of her being able to rest as far as the seeking of justice that she was doing so strong. Because every time she's ever come through is like her and Charles together are like bulls or something. They're like, well, they're not like pushy like that. They're just determined, so determined to get justice and not let Lori get away with it. And and just so determined, these two. Tylee is one of the most determined spirits like I ever met, and well, I can't even remember the word I used for her, but she's determined to not let her mother get away with this, and for people to know what her mother did and Charles. And now she feels it's not the push, so I'm not calling her pushy, but the intensity of this urge that she was always like really, really trying so hard to get through to it feels relaxed now. It feels that has like relaxed into this kind of gentle energy. It's a gentle calm. She's still Tylee, she says, but right now it's just a gentle calm energy, and it's a nice energy too. It's not it's not like a sad crying energy. It's just this beautiful calm energy that feels around her now. And Jade is kind of is always like before I saw him on her lap, but he didn't really talk to me. And then they had him off playing when we were talking, and then like just right now he just leans on her leg. He looks at me, but he doesn't. He showed me something before, that's all. And I mean something he had in his hand or something. And okay, I'm gonna let this clear and see which, because I'm feeling Charles is on one side of my face and Tylee's on the other side, so I'm not sure which one wants to talk to me. So I'm just gonna clear and see what they do. I'm feeling like a long kitchen. It's really light colored, and then you see out that kitchen, the long kitchen, out the sliding door into the backyard. Then you see the fence, then you go over the fence, and I think there's like one more block, and then there's like no more, there's like dirt, no more houses right there. I'm seeing ATVs. I don't exactly know where I am though, because I thought I was at your house for a second, but then I started wondering if I was at Chad's house. So I'm not sure where they have me at. They're kind of cutting into each other. It's like they both want to talk, but I think we're going to do another one on Charles in a couple days anyways. He'll be here if he wants to say anything, but they're both like, it feels like Tylee's showing me something to do with maybe church or something like that. And then I don't even know if it's church, because it could be like community center too, for all I know, but she's showing me, could be even school or something. Let me see what she's doing. Because that was that same door she started opening, but then she opened it to the gates of heaven. But then I see a regular door again where it's like a room divider. So I'm not quite sure. And there's like punch. It's some sort of social gathering. The way the room feels, I don't think it's a hotel like where they have the ballrooms or something, but the room feels like it could be out of school, it could be out of church, just feels like that. But then again, I don't even know if it's out an apartment complex. There might be a pool there. I think she's showing me like lots of just images or something, or she's giving me the feeling of interacting with people of her peer group is what she's doing. So I think it's kind of just like a lot of stuff just kind of blended together. Yeah. Okay. So I saw that profile picture of hers on Facebook, the one that she has on her Facebook page. But for some reason, I also see like this wind-up giraffe thing that my daughter had my own daughter had when she was little. So it's really weird. So I'm not sure if Tylee had some kind of toy giraffe that wound up, or if there's some toy giraffe that will mean something to one of her friends or something. This is another thing they do. It's like a reference library. They'll show you something out of your own memories, but it's really to do with them. So like, I would guess that it's I'd guess that it has to do with a stuffed giraffe. One of her friends might know that. Or some kind of little stuffed animal that winds up that's neck or walks around or something like that. And that would mean something probably to one of her friends or something. I see a makeup case where it's really not expensive makeup. It's just like CoverGirl cheap plastic thing that you open with that powder that you could dab on your skin. And I don't know why. I don't think anyone her age would even have that kind of thing. So she might be being sarcastic, and maybe that's something you do or someone else or something. But she might be making fun of someone, or but that's just what she showed me. And it's not. It's a cheaper brand from the grocery store, like CoverGirl or Maybelline or something. I think what she's showing me is a time of putting on makeup, but also making fun of some other people who wear makeup. That's probably for one of her friends too, of like she's taking lip liner and putting on, but she's like, maybe she's imitating her mom or someone else, or just they're just being funny or something, just having fun or something like that.
That their makeup. I'm really into.
Yeah,
they always said their makeup was something they were always really into. They loved it.
Oh yeah, but she looks like they're having fun. Or I'm only seeing Tylee, but it's like she's exaggeratingly doing that, putting on it. Like maybe she's just, yeah. I haven't even had a chance to see her like this, like a regular girl. It's all been so intense. It's so much pushed for everything is but now I'm seeing her just like regular teenager. I just feel like hugging her. Or maybe she's like feeling like hugging people, so she's giving me the feeling of hugging. That's probably more accurate. She feels like she has a lot of energy of to keep going, like get up and go. As far as I mean, and I don't mean always physically moving, but energy wise within her, of her mouth, of like you could talk and talk and talk and talk and talk some more, and just different things interest her. There were so many subjects to talk about with her friends, you know what I mean? She feels like she has a lot of energy towards interacting when she's interacting. Like she doesn't, with her friends, she doesn't feel doesn't feel shy to me. It's like if there's a slumber party or something, it'd be like talk until 3 a.m. or something. And I was seeing too a little dog, like not the big black dog of JJ's, but a smaller white dog around I would guess to be around 20-pound dog. White, kind of furry dog. That's somebody's dog around her. Like maybe one of you guys or one of your guys' friends or one of her friends or something.
Tylee had a little fluffy white dog. Tylee had a little fluffy white dog.
Fluffy white? Oh, Tylee had a little fluffy white?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, so she's showing me a little white dog. I don't know whose it is. And then, that's good. Me and Tylee have not been able to, this is so relaxing. It's almost like I'm not used to it because it's like, so far it's just been so insistent. And now it's just so much more just calm. Her energy is, really, really, calmed down from the insistence that we need to like try to solve that other stuff. So nice, just so nice, just to be able to like be in this space. And I think that's me saying that, but I'm feeling that from her too, like just the relaxing feeling of like, as what I feel like if I was saying her words, which they're not saying words, but I feel like, now I forgot. She gave me a feeling and then I forgot just explaining that. I'll see what she says. It's feeling. It's something to do with being able to let go now that, I don't even want to say it about the finding the bodies, but that now that the police and everyone's got what they need and stuff, it's like for her feeling like being able to let go of that urgency of like trying to push forward through me and probably many other mediums of trying to get this through. But now she feels like relaxed, like I've never felt her like this. And I know she has a lot of energy, but right now she's just, it's like she's floating in just good energy. That's nice. But she keeps showing me like people her age, and I think, I feel like saying that's what I miss the most, or, that's, it's not sad, but sad's the closest word I can think of. It's not melancholy. I don't know the word, but it's, you know, a sense of longing, a sense of missing, a sense of it not being fair, a sense of this injustice, and then something about the fight. But then she like, it's a little more half-hearted, but that thing she was doing at the beginning, but then she is like directing me to look up towards the door she came out of, which I'm perceiving to be heaven or representing heaven. So I think that's what she's trying to communicate yeah, she's even showing me, so don't and I'm getting chills about it, so don't remember me. And then she points at the like what you see them digging up or whatever. Don't remember me as that or there. And then she's kind of directing me up towards the room where it's heaven, and to remember me there, like. And then, but she's right now, she's in the middle because she's talking to me, or talking through me, or with me, or whatever. And Charles is still here, but he's being quiet. It's so funny. It's like full circle. I see someone with brunette hair. And then that girl's put her hair in that kind of where you do the kind of messy looking spirals that are popular. but they're out in a backyard, and there's one tree there. It doesn't seem to really have a bunch of, and I'm guessing this must be Arizona, because like the tree, I don't see any real leaves on it. I'm like trying to figure there must be some. I don't know. There's not much leaves on the tree, and anyways, they're just hanging out by the tree. I think Tylee's kind of leaning on the tree, or using it to kind of lean on. It's the conversation she's having some conversation with the girl. Clear, because I'm trying to figure out some too hard why she's trying to show me that. I think she told the girl. I think she told the girl she told the girl some of her concerns about maybe what was going on in her life or something. I think, like, I'm not, and I'm not 100% sure. It's just she's had some kind of serious conversation with this one girl. They're in a backyard. They're in a backyard talking. I think this is gonna just mean something to someone. And then I don't really want to interpret to the point where I'm not sure if that person has any valuable information that is just thinks, oh yeah, I'm getting chills. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting more chills. So the person who would probably recognize this, and I don't think it's that necessarily that person that they put in the media, because I actually don't even think it's her. But it could be, for all, I don't know. But anyways, the conversation that may have seemed casual or whatever, feels like it has information that's valuable. I'm starting to get chills again. So this is true. So, okay, so Tylee had a conversation. I got chills on both my legs. So when I get chills like that, they're like putting exclamation marks all over. There was a conversation that Tylee had with one of her friends that maybe even more, but she shows me, I see her having a conversation, and then she shows me this conversation is very, very important to share with law enforcement, because it puts together pieces of a story that they need or something, or that will help them or whatever. But that's what they're trying to get through. And that's for sure, because it's like chills every time I started to say it. So somebody had conversations that might have bothered them, and it's one of her young friends, I believe. Unless, I mean, okay, I believe it is. I think it is. But I shouldn't say I'm 100% sure, but I think that. But anyways, yeah, so the person might be troubled, and I don't mean you. It does feel like one of her like teenage friends or something. The person might be troubled by it or think it was disturbing, but it's actually really valuable information for law enforcement, but the person just doesn't realize that. And I know I got huge chills again. So there's, yeah, somebody that, I think I repeated myself enough, right? They keep giving me the same information, and I keep saying it. That's why I repeat it, but this is an important issue for them. And then for some reason I'm just moving right over to like some busy street where you turn into like a strip mall or something. I don't know if you get, like, because first I see this strip mall where there's like a taco shop, but then there's also like frozen yogurt or ice cream. She's showing me that. Well, and what I'm seeing is, I know in Arizona it's more stucco stuff, but I'm seeing this dark wooden. So it's like they bounce around too, and it's hard in mediumship because there's no going back and forth. You're just there, you're here, you're there, you're here, you're there. Um, but I'm seeing it's almost like if you made a wooden fort from the olden days, looking that's where the strip mall, that strip mall.
I think I know the stuff you say. I just don't want to interrupt you.
Oh, you do? Oh, good. Do you know that? Do you know the strip mall I'm talking about?
Yeah, so I think you're talking about in Honolulu, the ice shack we used to take them to, and then the the taco shop or whatever you're talking about. Does it have like a deck, like an open deck?
Yeah, well, you know what it is? So in mediumship, it's almost like you're going along. I think it takes whatever you're like in a hologram almost, and it's like, um, it takes, and then I get they gave me a big chill. That I wonder if I am in a hologram. So it takes them a lot of work. So we'll get the feeling, and we're going into there, but I'll see aspects of it. It's almost like if you were in thick fog, and then suddenly you saw, um, Tylee. She's like showing me licking. Hi, I'm licking daiquiri ice. I'm a strawberry ice, whatever. It's like so
I
yeah.
think several things that you have said I put together in my head on what you're seeing, but I just don't want to interrupt you when I put it together.
Oh yeah, no, you could say if you want. I know I was like it's just really neat to just to feel this energy from Tylee. And the energy before wasn't bad, but I said adamant was the word. Adamant was the best word that for her. The most adamant spirit I ever met on getting justice and having people know what her mom did. But and so every interaction with her has been this, her and Charles are just adamant, and they're just like all about it, very focused on that. And now it's just like this relaxing energy. It's like a blanket of relaxing energy, and it feels really good. And so that's really nice to know. And Tylee looks really healthy right now. Like she looks, I haven't seen her like this. I mean, she wasn't looking not healthy before, but like I said, it was just so intense of a desire and focus that we never had a chance. I never had a chance to just see this smiling girl in front of me. And she is that now.
Yeah, I think so much of everything you've said kind of ties in with so many memories and so many things that we've had that I've put a lot together on what you're saying. So that's why I just keep listening and putting things together.
Oh, good. Okay. Is there anything else you could think of that you just remember that made that you knew what I was talking about?
You were talking about the church and the group gatherings we were in. I did Young Women's with Tylee and my daughter. I think that ties together with that.
Yeah,
maybe she's showing different things that we did together as groups for church in Young Women's.
yeah. That's why I got like chills and stuff. Yeah, so
And I think when you talk about opening the sliding doors, and this I could be totally wrong, but you're talking about opening sliding doors from the kitchen and going out to a large ground we lived on the golf course. And they do have the dirt patches, but that one just is me kind of questioning it. But we did always run outside of our houses to go on our walks or whatever. And I don't know if that's what you're seeing with that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because they will show me anything to get me to say what they want. So like that I said before, like this guy came and to me and to hear from his mom, and I said she's showing me a cornucopia. She's showing me all the fall things, the fall leaves, pumpkins, just fall. He said they grew up in Fallbrook. So I was seeing the cornucopia. So they will literally show me something to get me to say something to you. So you probably know more. I do know one thing for sure is important. There's one of these young people that's her friend that she's had this conversation that the girl doesn't realize there's actual important information for law enforcement. And every time I say that, I get chills. um, and a few other things too. So let's see. She's going back to the black and white, so we know where her wall was black and white. But and we know that about the black and white. Oh, that's about Charles getting shot. We know that. Yeah. Okay. I just listened to Charles for a minute. We're gonna do a reading with Charles in a couple days, so let's see. It's just a sad feeling as he's showing me about getting shot, but I don't think we want to go into all that right now. There's a sad feeling about it. He keeps holding his stomach.
Does he try to tell you that it wasn't Alex, or does he try to tell you it was actually Lori?
I was just wondering that too, because he's obviously trying to say something, and he already showed me once. He showed me before. Now I got chills, so I guess he does want to see. I was trying to block him out. I was like, no, we can't ruin our little reading with this. No, I'm kidding. So he showed me before Alex waiting, waiting. He was sitting there drinking his coffee, waiting for him to show up to do this. So it was an ambush for sure. There was no doubt about that. He showed me the whole thing. And then let's see. So, and right now he shows me his black shirt, like in the I'm seeing in the photo. Doesn't mean he was wearing it then or whatever, but he's just showing me that. He's showing me that being sad. Let's see. And I wondered that before too about that. Okay, we could let see what he wants to say. I was blocking him and kind of like, no. We'll just see. I'll just go blank and let him see. He's showing me Alex is the one pulled the trigger. But he had already showed me before that it was planned, like that's what, like it was an ambush. Like the guy, because I was showing the man waiting in the house for him, like actually drinking his coffee and looking out the window to see when he's there because he's going to kill him or whatever. And that was before I even knew who Charles Vallow even was. They showed me that. Yeah, I like Charles. His personality is so nice to me to get along with. He's just like,
he's a very amazing man.
Oh, he's patient. He's like, yeah, practically half the women in America are like, what? Like, this is a wonderful husband. And I don't think, too many women could do better than that, than Charles. And he's been with me trying to do the mediumship, very patient. He has an ability to, like, showed me the numbers on his watch as a way to do numbers. He just really has a way to solve problems with just calm and not even getting stressed out. Like, and
mm-hmm.
So, okay. So part of me sometimes blocks it. I'll go, I don't want to see him get murdered. I don't think I want to. But I have to, like, stop and just sit as, I'll just, like, what it feels like is, Alex, definitely, what I'm seeing is Alex has the gun and pulls the trigger, but Lori's sitting there telling him to. Like, while he's even doing it, like, we already know she planned it and all that, but as it's happening, she's also, kind of, I feel like saying shoot him, just shoot him, or something like that. Oh, I already knew before. Well, this is the thing on mediumship too. So we'll go way deep into Charles in a couple days, like way deep. Because I'll go all the way into his murder, and it's like that's a place where it's you feel it. So it's like I don't know if I want to go that deep right now. Because I'm gonna on I think Friday we're gonna do it Charles. It's finally, because all has been okay. But what let's say about him. They showed me this thing, and this is the thing with mediumship. I have to tell you, they overlap images all the time to show you things. Oh, this is connected, so I could like be confused that it's at the same place, or if they showed me something at one place and then they're showing me something at another place. There's no time. You don't fly through the air and go there. You just are there. If we were at a cabin, then we were at a creek, then we were at this. You're just here. You're there. You're there. You don't know how far you are or anything. Well, with the first time, because they're showing me this again to tell to you about, but the first time they, I saw everything at once because I was not know. I was thinking this is just a missing kid, so I'm like keep trying to figure it out and kind of push Charles out of the way and stuff. But the first time when they showed me, when I heard that bullet, when I heard like a bang from a bullet, and the little boy was in his room, and he was kneeled in front of like a toy box or something. But then later, all of a sudden, I saw him being murdered in the same place, which he couldn't have been in Arizona in the same room. So he was somewhere else where there's a toy box. So, unless they moved the toy box, but from what I hear, they didn't. So I don't really, I can't make total sense of it. Like, but when Charles did won't go through his death with me, and I think I put up that recording, that very first one. But the thing is, I think I have a couple more that I that I haven't even listened to. But the little boy was in his room, kneeled in front of his toy box when the bullet went off, and at that time, I was so confused. I was like, "What did they kill the girl and right in front of the kitchen floor to be in front of the house?" And then after, when I read about it, I realized, oh no, that was Charles they killed there. Like so many people got killed. Like it was hard trying to figure out what they were trying to tell me. But for sure, my experience was the little boy was in front of his toy box when the bullet was discharged. Yeah, and we'll go. Don't worry, I'll go deep. We're gonna go way deep. I'll go to where I'm all the way. Like it's like I'm there. But for me to go like there that quick would be kind of it's jarring. It's because you feel it, you feel everything, and so we'll give it its own time, like in a couple of days. Right now, no, they work together really good, surprisingly. For whatever everyone ever thought, these two are a team 100%. And no, they don't bug me to talk and stuff like that. It just feels like it was more like 70, 80% the need for some resolution about Tylee. And also, I think because yeah, I got chills. So, and plus because they found her body, but then okay, right when I say that, that's when she does the cheers up in the air, hands up in the air, and I'm getting really strong chills on my legs. Like, be glad they found these bodies. She was murdered how many months ago? 8 months ago. So, this ensures these people are going to be held responsible. So it's a celebration on that way, on that level. This is a good thing. Okay, she didn't just get murdered. Like people might feel she was murdered 8 months ago. They found the thing. Now she's in heaven. Like now, it's not that it's she's not. I mean, she's missing her friends. She wishes she was with her friends, but to always remember to think of her in the golden light. Think of her, and also this is so super super important. I'm getting chills about it too. So it's from spirit about, and then I forgot. Okay, let me tap. Let me be open to what's super important. When you think of her, she can hear your thoughts. When you think of her and feel her, or like a goosebump or something, she's there. She's there. Like, think of the love and think of good things. Say hello, Tylee. She can hear you. And they're not blocked like, a lot of people are. They're they can see you and give you their love, and um so it's kind of like a feeling of all is not lost. Like it's a horrible tragedy and stuff, but remember about heaven. Remember about, yeah, I got chills. Remember about this in between. Remember I come down and love you with my energy, and um and justice. And she puts her hand up again. So this is Tylee. This is Tylee, and I like her. She's Little Miss Adamant, what I call her. little determined, very determined. She gets the determined spirit of the year. Like, the most determined spirit. That's why I was like, this is the most determined spirit I have ever met, that's trying to get justice, and they all want justice. All murder victims want justice. That's 100%. I have never met one that doesn't. And she gets the #1 award for making it happen. And I mean, with everyone, I am sure she was pushing her, trying to whisper in everyone's ears about this, because this is very important to her to get justice and for people to know what her mom did. That is like the most important thing to her.
I love that without you knowing her, that you know her and how her personality was, because so many people try to describe her sometimes. I'm like, that doesn't sound like Tylee. This sounds like Tylee.
Oh yeah, she's
this is who Tylee was. And all these images you're getting of Tylee and all her memories and her spunky and her fun and that's who Tylee was. That's what so many people don't talk about, is the true Tylee.
Oh yeah, she's spunky, and I like her. Like, I've grown very attached to her and her and Charles. I mean, it's like they're my friends or something. We're in lockdown together, and so they've got my full attention. And so, but it's like I was even doing dishes, and she's like, I told you that yesterday, and trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I can't hear you. Wait until I could sit down and just give you my full attention. And so persistent, so adamant. That's the word for her. And but today is just this beautiful, and she has not shown me the heaven thing ever since this whole thing started. This is beautiful, and the energy that she's just emitting is just really, it's pure. It's the angel energy. It's the, like, pure peace, unconditional love, pure peace energy. We're staying off. Yeah, we're staying off the subject of Lori, though, right? Of Tylee, we're staying off that subject, because that Tylee's energy is pure love. Yeah, and we'll just work on the other stuff later. We'll just push that off to the side. But yeah, Tylee's. I just feel happy for her to feel so much better, like, so much better. She's just feels so much better. Like, this urgency to accomplish this is not there now. So it's, I mean, because it will be accomplished. It's not that she doesn't want justice or something, but it will be now. That the hardest part about this case, I think, is over now, and they'll be able to find everything they need. And this Tylee is just feels really nice. You know, she's magnificent. That's how she feels. She's just, I see her smiling cheeks. Like, I have not been able to see, I've seen that in pictures, but um, the Tylee that I've seen this whole time is not, it's not that it's bad. It was just so intensely focused. It's just like if you were working so hard, there's nothing else we could do but focus on this. But now it's just like I see the it's like the color come back into her skin, and the so when I see her, I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing her energy emanating. I'm seeing even her former body, but just looks like pink and gold light coming off it, and she's like in this really beautiful, good place, and I just feel chills all over my legs. So it's I am saying the correct thing that I'm supposed to be saying, you know?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, Tylee.
Well, I'm glad I got to be part of filling her in that piece.
Me too. Oh, this is what I think I needed too. We should stay. We got to stay in this piece for a minute, because this is I think I think this is good for me too. This is really good for me too. Really healing for me too, I think. Because I'm, you know, a few times I walk by and I'm like, we did it, Tylee, and or you know, just felt happy for her that this is what she wanted so bad. She wanted this, and for them to find out, for them to find it and hold her mom responsible. She really wants that really strongly, and but to feel this peace from her is so nice for me too, just to feel her in this good space.
Thank you for doing that for me. I think that I needed this as much as anybody else. I think I knew she was in a good place, but just to hear it and just to know that she finally got what she was trying so hard for, get that justice and to get all that, you know.
Yeah.
And to know that she knows that we're thinking of her and that we love her and that.
Yeah, I have chills all over. She is there. All of them. I know this, and they always show me this. But when you have a thought, it's like all energy is connected. And when you have a thought about them, obviously they're not going to hear every thought in the world about everything. But that would overwhelm anyone. But when you think of them, then they hear what you're thinking.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like if you light a candle for them, they see you doing that. And they, you know, sometimes you'll even do that, or if you say hi, and you'll get a little goosebumps and stuff. That's what spirit energy feels like.
My husband on the night of the vigil, he turned the house lights on blue and purple, and it was pretty. It was so pretty just remembering them because that's the colors they did, and just stuff like that. I hope they realize all the love that people feel for them.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I'm getting huge chills. They do. Oh, huge. Oh, good. Keep talking about that. Maybe they'll make these chills all over my body. It feels so good. They're making really strong chills. So yes, they know all about all the love that everyone is sending them. And again, she keeps pointing up, like anytime that it starts to flash about the bodies being found, she keeps pointing up to show me heaven. Like when yeah, she doesn't want people to. I mean, she wants the justice for sure, but when people think of her, she wants them to think about her in heaven or here with the light, with the peace, with God and love and whole and stuff. Yeah, that's beautiful. I think, you know what, I think this was really good for me too. This was real good. Wow.
Yeah, you definitely needed that, and you deserved that.
Yeah. I know I did. I really did. I really did. And I'm so glad. I'm grateful. I'm so glad you contacted me.
Yeah, me too.